Hi guys, it's Sophie here from Torvine Sports Development, back with another dance video. So this week's style is the Charleston, which is a type of swing dance which is really lively and has a bit of a kick to it. It's really fun. It can even be quite funny, so if you had a look at some Charleston routines online, you find that some of them are quite comedic, so they're quite funny, and then there's also some that are quite jazzy, so a little bit similar to the jazz that we looked at last time, but also quite different because the moves are quite different. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn the basic Charleston step. We're going to learn ways we can develop it using arms and like twisting and things like that, and then we're going to learn a few other steps that you can put into a Charleston routine before I recommend some of my favourite songs to do a Charleston dance to. So if this is something that you've been looking forward to, then please stay around. So to start off, we're going to look at the basic Charleston step. Now, before you start doing anything else to do with the Charleston, you need to get the basic step nailed, because the whole kind of dance style is based around this step. So all you're going to do, you're going to step onto your right leg. So this is my right leg. So if you're going to mirror me, you're going to want to step onto your left leg. And if you want to do it exactly how I'm doing it, then do it onto your right. So this will be your opposite leg. So we're going to step onto our leg, and we're going to bring the other leg in front. So we're going to go step, tap, then back onto that leg we've just tapped in front, put that one back, and then tap the initial leg backwards. So it looks like this. So step, tap, 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 step, tap. Now I can add some arms to this to make it look a bit more interesting. So I could go step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. Or I could also like kind of swing one leg around rather than tapping it. So I still step onto my right leg, but rather than stepping onto my left, I'm going to swing and tap it instead. So that would look like this. So step, swing, step, swing, step, swing, step, swing, step, swing, step, swing. So I could add arms to that. So step, swing, step, swing, step, swing, step, swing. Or I could even do it with a twist. So there, if you've seen this move before, you might have seen that before. It's quite similar to shuffling, but I'm going to take it a little bit larger than the shuffle. So I'm going to go step, forward, step, back, step, forward, step, back. Now this one's quite difficult to get the hang of, so if you want to start with the original one first, and you can even then develop your twist when you've got your twist nailed, so that you're bringing your heels up. So that'll look like this. So step and bring the heel up. Step, bring the heel up. So there's many different versions of the basic step that you can do. So you can even add arms to it. So you can have your arms up. You could have them doing jazz hands, or you could just take them here. So there is many different things that you can do to make that basic step more interesting, or just take it as the very initial basic step. So another move we see in the Charleston is the use of the knees. So they kind of bring the knees in, and they might do that like kind of like a puppet, or they might use it to travel across, or they might kind of step into it one side and step into it the other side. So all you're going to do, you're going to plant your feet about shoulder width apart, and you're just going to bring the knees in and bring the knees out. So in and out. So you can land in a kind of second position, so like a ballet second, or you can land with flat feet. It doesn't matter however you want to do it, but the knees are just going to go in from a distance and then back out. So we just go in, out, in. So I could do my arms here and out. I can do a little bend after my out, or I can just keep it in like that. So whatever you want to do, so you can make it more difficult, or you can just keep it with a little in and up, in and up. It's completely up to you. So the next thing we see a lot of in the Charleston are kicks. So to finish this video off, I'm going to show you two types of kicks that you can do, and then we're going to look at some of my favourite songs. So the first kick is quite a difficult one to get the hang of, and it does take quite a bit of energy. So all you're going to do, you're going to kick with one leg to one corner, and you're going to do a switch and kick with that same leg to the other one. So it's going to look like that, like this. So we go kick, jump, kick, kick, jump, kick. Now, on your second kick, you are then going to kick with your other leg and then kick the other way with that same leg. So we're going to go kick and kick, switch, kick and kick, switch, kick and kick, switch, kick and kick. Okay, so I can add arms to that. So I could have some jazz hands going, or I could have my arms going up and down. So in the Charleston, a lot we see quite flat palms. So we might have them here, we might have them here, we might have our hands doing jazz hands. So a lot of the moves are quite flat with our hands. So I could go kick, down, kick, and kick, down, kick, and kick, down, kick, and kick, down, kick. I could do it with a jazz hand, so kick, kick, and a 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 kick. So there's many different things that you can do. So the final kick is another variation of our basic step. So all we're going to do, we're going to do our step, and we're going to do, rather than tapping the foot, we're going to kick it, then we're going to step back, and we're going to touch the floor. So it's going to look like this. So kick and down, kick, down, kick, down, kick. So it would look exactly the same on the other leg. So we'll just step onto the other leg and down and up and down. So I can add some arms to that. So I could have some jazz hands and just keep it up rather than dropping it down. So I could do step, kick, step, back, step, kick, step, back. Or I could do my arms going up and then coming down when I reach the floor. So step, kick, step, down, step, kick, step, down. There are many different variations of these kicks that you can do. So anything that you guys can think of, have a little research if you want to do some more and if you want to make these moves even more difficult and even better. But if you are just looking for some basics, then just stick with what we've done today and just try and do the harder versions of the moves if you can. Okay, so now we're going to look at some of my favourite songs to put Charleston routines to. This is the moment you guys have all been waiting for, my favourite songs to put Charleston routines to. So there's Hot Honey Rag, so there's many different versions of this song. My personal favourite is the version from Chicago, the musical. There's also Pencil Full of Lead, Make 'Em Laugh from Singing in the Rain, which is another wonderful musical. Little Swing by Aaron Chupar, and Empires by the Electric Swing Circus. So there's lots of songs. There's also many songs if you look at Strictly Come Dancing Charleston routines. There's modern songs that they've adapted to do Charleston routines too. So if you'd prefer to do something to a song you know, which has been adapted for a Charleston routine, then that is where you want to go. I hope you guys enjoy making these routines.